Try to imagine a situation. You've just had the change made to universal credit. You have absolutely no money. None at all. Yep. You were living hand to mouth before, and you were expecting the benefits to which you were entitled to be paid at a particular time. They paid so that you didn't get evicted from your house. They paid so that you could pay for your gas, your electricity, your council tax. They paid literally so that you could fill your belly with food, even if some of that food had to come from the food bank. Now, to save money and make you more fit for the world of work, in which we all have to handle our own money, the government have introduced universal credit. Pretty much like in Great Yarmouth, where I live, and I expect we will soon be targeted. The wait, however, to get the benefit is 6 weeks. 6 weeks. In some cases, we're talking months for some people. I was reading of a woman who made a claim something like 8 months ago. Now, I want you to imagine the situation. Possibly this could be you. And just imagine your frustration when you're phoning up the Universal Credit helpline. It's supposed to be a helpline, and they're charging you 55p a minute. Maybe you're on a pay-as-you-go mobile. Maybe you're not. I don't know. But those minutes are charging every time they tick by. That's another minute. I also want you to imagine it from the point of view of the advisor at the other end of the phone as well. Probably, I would say undoubtedly, in fact I would almost say certainly, employed on a 0 hours contract by some little multi-billion pound Tory company who are going to get incredibly rich out of taking the 55p from your landline or your mobile out of your account, leaving you with even less money than you ever had before, or possibly even deeper in debt. So look at this both ways. We'll start from you being the person on the Universal Credit Helpline asking for help. Yep. So it begins like this. Tring, 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 tring. Then you get click, and then the next thing you have is, welcome to the Universal Credit Hotline. We're sorry that you have been held in a queue. Your call is important to us and will be answered in due rotation. You might like to know that you can also claim for Universal Credit at meaningless web address, and also you can visit your local job centre. Thank you for your patience. An advisor will be with you shortly. Then, having worked in call centres and having phoned the DWP, I know what you get next. You You're looking at the clock, at least a minute has passed already. Bloody hell, that's 55p. Next minute, another 55p. Then you get back to I'm talking to Vivaldi. You start to get a little bit annoyed. And probably after 15, 20 minutes, let's say we even get to an hour, somebody goes, Universal Credit, Ivan speaking, how can I help? Yeah? Now, I want you to look at this both ways, right? Ivan has had his arse fried. Yep, he's absolutely had his arse fried. And I can tell you that from working in a call centre, okay? Hotpoint call centre myself. But poor old Ivan, you got to kind of feel sorry for him a bit, even if he does sound a bit bloody patronising and whatever. But he's had his ears chewed off by people who are frustrated, rightly so. He's had his ears chewed out and his brain invaded by their cries for help. Yeah? And poor old Ivan is probably on a 0 hours contract on pretty much poverty pay. So look at it from both sides, yeah? But the other thing I really want you to look at is Who's getting rich out of this? Yeah? Why doesn't Terry want to change it? Why won't her ministers change it? Why won't they even make it a free phone number? Why won't they do that? I'll tell you exactly why they won't do it. And it is the pinnacle of what conservatism and the, I'm going to use the words, free market, conservatism and the free market are all about this. There are millions of us out there who are going to have to wait 6 weeks or longer for this benefit. We are a commercial opportunity for somebody charging 55 pence a minute on a, quote, helpline to make lots and lots and lots of lovely money, most of which they're not going to give to the people answering the calls for their services, because they'll be the people on the end of that line, unfortunately, poor bastards, yeah? They'll be getting an earful of this shit, and they'll be sort of trying to chew through the blotter on their desk or something to prevent their head from going, cuckoo, 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 and the person on the other end will be also trying to prevent their head from going, cuckoo, 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 yeah. And the mentally ill person will be getting more mentally ill, more desperate, more strain put on our hearts after we've had our heart attacks, more and more desperate. And all the time the little clock is ticking on. My clock's gone to over 6.5 minutes now. Work that out at 55 pence a minute. And all the time the company, the big CEO at the top, the one who's got his Learjet, his corporate plane, he's got a special gold toilet, yeah? He has an executive washroom with scented arse wipes, probably pays someone to wipe his arse for him, yeah? He's getting rich. And you know what is even more funny? He's not paying any UK tax. Oh, isn't that so good? He's not paying any UK tax. You are paying him money that you don't have to get advice from some poor frazzled worker at the other end of the phone that probably over waiting, say, I don't know, 10 minutes, an hour or so, maybe about an hour or so, costs you over 33 quid. Somebody is making money out of your opportunity, out of your need to get help, yeah, not just out of your need to get help, but out of the fact that you are in a sense fallen on hard times. Somebody is making 55p a minute out of that. Of course she's not going to cut that. Of course she's not going to declare it free helpline. Of course not. Would you step on business opportunities? You're a conservative. You're about making business opportunities. Even killing people is a business opportunity. That's why it's not going to be cut. Try as you might. I've made a noise. You make a noise. We'll all make a noise. It won't change. Too many people getting rich, I'm afraid. What word can I use to describe them? I'm just trying to think of a good word to describe them. Let's not actually swear. Let's do a kind of pretend swear word. Pretend swear word with Tories. They are bar stewards. They are a right group of bar stewards. They are all like the Berkshire Hunt. Berkshire Hunt bar stewards. Berkshire Hunt bar stewards. That's the Tories. A group of Berkshire Hunts. Thank you and good morning.